What's going on here, guys?
No cooling today.
You ready?
What are you doing? What are you guys doing?
We're just watching everybody else dress.
All right, so you guys are gonna get these guys dressed for what are you doing today? Post insertion?
Post insertion?
Sorry, I asked the wrong guy. I asked the commander.
Why would I know? Yeah, I think we're doing post insertion.
All right. Didn't you guys just do this a couple months ago?
Actually, a couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a new guest crew member. And
All right.
So we're going to go practice it again.
All right.
So.
And this time you guys are serious about launching, you think, Steve, or what? What's the story?
Well, you know, we were serious last time.
All right.
But
came really close.
Came really close. We got within a single day of doing it.
Yeah.
So, so now we're going to go try it again.
That morning.
Yeah. The voice that comes from the ladies' room.
The morning.
Yeah. I was.
Sounds like a little anger coming out of it.
So Nicole, it was just a couple hours last time, right? How close were you?
Yeah, I mean, literally, we got up in the morning. I think I, was all excited. Got up, got in the shower. By the time I got out of the shower, and there were people banging on the door. And,
sorry, I hit and dropped the camera. Sorry about that.
Phone calls were scrubbed.
So you were getting ready to. You thought you woke up that morning to launch in space.
We were going. Yeah.
And did you have breakfast yet? Did you get out of the room yet?
No, it was like.
You just got up and showered. You didn't go in your little PJs over to see what was going on.
No.
All right.
No. But, oh well.
And little did you know it would take a few more months.
It's okay. When it's ready, we'll go.
Yeah, you don't want to rush these things.
No,
You know?
training's fun too.
Space will still, what's that?
Training's fun too.
Yeah, training's fun, and space will still be there. So Steve, I was thinking, you were on you're on STS-132, now STS-133. This is the first time we've had a guy in like 2 flights consecutively? I think it is. You don't know?
It's not the flight that repeated.
What's that?
I was thinking Stephanie, well, she was consecutive flight, but she did consecutive numbers.
Who is that?
And she did in reverse order.
121, 120.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Stephanie.
Oh, okay, but it wasn't 2 consecutive flights.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, she did that.
This has got to be the first time, don't you think? I think it is. Yeah. No, it wasn't 2 in a row for Puck. No, there was a couple in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, 13 or something.
And you guys are on Discovery, right?
Yes, we are.
So that's going to be. So has there been any hazing of Steve being part of the crew now?
Not yet.
No, you haven't done anything to him?
You gotta do that when you least expect it.
Is there any traditions you've had to get used to with this crew?
We're nice.
They're nice. But
As opposed to your last crew. They're nice. I'm not used to not fighting. No.
They never fought.
No, yeah.
he hasn't moved in with us yet, just to make that.
He's not. You're not in the same office with him yet?
Because they can't move the internet, they can't move anything unless
We're trying to move him in, but he doesn't want to.
he just ask.
I think he's protecting his options for those other flights.
He doesn't want to commit.
You don't want to commit.
To give your own harness, Steve, you got to fit into Tim's. You got to take. Is it like hand-me-downs, or are you able to get your own clothes?
I get my own clothes, fortunately.
That's good. You get to pick out your own menu, or you got to eat his food?
I'm eating his food.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You didn't care? That was fine.
It's food.
All right.
All sorts of things. I'm not going to start for that.
But Steve, you must be pretty excited about getting to go again.
Yeah, but I'm also pretty busy about it.
Also pretty busy? What? Because so it's really rushed. Because you got to catch up with everything.
Catch up.
Yeah.
Get the head back in the game sort of thing.
Right. Because it's not all just fun and games. You guys got how many spacewalks?
Just 2.
2 spacewalks.
Yeah.
And it's you and Alvin.
Yeah.
All right. And where are you for launch? Are you on the mid deck or are you
I'm
upstairs?
down here in the mid deck.
Okay. So did any of that stuff change for you guys? So who was sitting where, or is it all the
Well, that
same?
was a huge change for these guys. That's why he's now got to get.
Oh,
his head
Tim was
on.
MS2, right?
Huh?
Tim was MS2.
So you guys are splitting that up?
No, these 2. Nicole and Al picked him up. And,
No, I guess that's what I meant. It was Al.
yeah. So now they're both staying on the flight deck, which is why he's got to get his head in that part of the game.
Yeah.
So he's
Oh my
alleviating
goodness.
from the EVA part of the head. So we get a lot of
So it's
stuff
a big,
from
so it's a big switch for everybody.
It's been a busy.
That's how we've
Okay,
all-
so Tim was
As busy as you have. Yeah.
Tim was an EVA guy, and you're going to do that
yeah, picking
job.
up the EVA side. Of
He
it.
was also your MSU, your flight engineer up
Right.
on for launch and landing.
Primary flight engineer.
And now who's picking? You're picking up for.
Ascent, I'll be MS2, the primary flight engineer. For entry, Nicole will be the primary flight engineer because we were both sitting MS1 to the assistant.
Okay.
For Tim.
So you're just going to swap,
So we both moved to the left.
move to the left for that part of the
That
flight,
portion of the flight, yeah.
and then the other person's going to move from upstairs,
Yeah.
from downstairs upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. What else? Did you have anything? You guys got to go. You're right.
No,
For a
no,
second.
because I-
What
I-
else?
I-
What
I-
else is? What else is swapped
He
around
was
for you
doing
guys?
robotics work. He was working the station arm.
Okay.
A lot of
You know how to do
toys,
that?
yes.
Now they
They got-
took me off of that, so I can just
Yeah.
go to the AVA.
Okay.
Yeah, Katie Coleman will take up a lot of that.
So Katie, who's up there now, she knows how to work that thing, so that's good.
If she can reel in an HTV, she should be able to handle everything.
That's right.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Is she going to be for your EVAs as well, moving you around, or are you not using your arm for your EVAs?
Mike Barrett will be doing that.
Oh, man, he was going to do that anyway, probably. Okay. All right, so it affects everybody. It's not just.
Everybody
It's
gets.
not you just replacing
No,
Tim. It's
no, no, no.
reshuffling the duties
No,
so
a lot
that
of
you can get.
ripples.
A lot
Yeah.
of ripples.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you tell your family about this, Steve? Did they know you're going to space again?
They somehow
Is there-
found out. It wasn't through me.
What you're all going to be in post insertion? You're just going to be. So who's downstairs now? You and Mike.
Mike. Mike's
All right.
running the deck.
He's running it.
He tells me.
Okay.
I'll-
So you'll be
I
helping
get
him
to
out.
turn on the toilet again. So, which may be, my greatest claim to fame is that video made last time. Of me.
Yes, with the toilet video.
Yeah, actually, that's little kids know that.
You're the toilet man.
Yeah.
So, but you're going to get to turn on this toilet again.
Yes.
All right.
Very important.
All right. Okay. So you'll do that and lots of other things to get the spaceship going. How about the EVAs? Are these EVAs similar to what you've done before, or is this like a whole new?
It's all new. It's all, as you know, it's all skills are skills. So
Yeah.
I think that being freshly updated in all those skills,
Right.
working in EVA since I got back, it was that aspect of it allowed me to pick it up because I'd actually reviewed their procedures a bit.
Yeah, you were an EVA. You should say you're an EVA branch chief because you're the head spacewalker.
Yeah.
You were like the head spacewalker when you came
Which
back
is
from your flight.
ironic when you look around the office and look at all the experience in the office. That's the.
Well, I don't know. You're the right guy for the
we all
job.
juggle, so.
Yeah, you're the right guy for the job.
And
Yeah.
so I was at least familiar with what they were doing, and
Yeah.
then running through it in the VR lab. Steve doesn't want to push a lot of NBL runs because it's tough on your body
Yeah.
getting in and out
You don't
of the seat
overdo
all the
it,
time. So
right.
you don't want to overdo that. So
Yeah.
we used the VR lab, which helped a lot. So tomorrow, tomorrow's Friday. I don't know what day of the week it is anymore. Tomorrow we'll start our first NBL run on EVA 1. We'll run through that. I think that will help me on EVA 1 and 2 because I'll get the calm down with Mike. We'll get the tasking sort of laid out. I understand how Al talks, and then we'll run through those tasks, and then we'll see how
right.
next week we do EVA 2.
Have you had an NBL run yet with these guys? So this will be, how many are you going to get?
4 scheduled.
So 2 on each. So you'll get 2 and 2. Okay. You and Al both. It's just one team, right?
Yeah, one team,
Okay.
which helps in the airlock a lot. Not a lot of juggling in between.
Right.
No, it'll be good. Tim and Al had a great plan laid out. I'm not changing a word.
Right.
They're just going to change the name at the top, and we're going to go.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they do all the hard work. I get to go have all the fun.
Yeah, you'll be working too. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah,
But it's
it's different sort of work.
yeah. That's
The
good.
grinding through the procedures that's hard work. You ready? All right, I gotta go.
All right, man. Good luck. Thanks for talking with us.